Hello YouTube, this is Tushar, and in this video I'm going to create a bookmark app using Rails. So Rails is a framework which has been written in Ruby, and it is very useful in generating a web application, and it is pretty easy to use. So let's jump into the code. So the first thing, I've already created a folder to like do all the work related to my Rails app. So if you want to generate a Rails app, you have to first create a Rails app. So I'll create my Rails app, and you use the command Rails new and your app name. So my app name is Easy Bookmarking. So Rails new Easy Bookmarking. Rails new is a command of Rails, and Easy Bookmarking is my app name. So it will generate bunch of files which is required for our application to work, and it is the basic setup that you will found whenever you create any Rails application. So now it is installing all the required gem. So it will take some time. Till then I'll open a new tab. So let's run the bundle again, just to make sure that we are on the right path. Okay, so I have to go inside. I can check ls. I'll run a bundle. Okay, so I have all the required gem. So you have created a Rails application and you have not done anything inside it. So now let's check that our Rails application is working or not. So in order to check that, you have to start the Rails application server. You can start it using Rails space s. So I'm not in my Rails application. I'll go inside. If now I'll run Rails app s, it will work. So it is saying that Rails is started in development mode on HTTP localhost 3000. So I'll copy this URL and I'll go to my browser. So I got the Rails page. It means my Rails application is working. So I want to create a bookmark app. So basically what it will do is it will let user to create a new bookmarks, and in order to create a new bookmark, the user should be signed in, and they will have a page which will show the list of bookmarks. They can edit their bookmarks, and they can see particular bookmarks. They can destroy their bookmarks, but they cannot see bookmarks of other users. So this is the uh, basic specs related to our Rails app. So I'll use scaffold to generate the bookmark code. So let's see how it is done. So Rails. So now I want to generate the bookmark uh, code related to do all the necessary stuff: create, edit, delete, update, and all. So I'll generate the scaffold, and what I want in my bookmark. So basically it will generate a model, a controller, some view files, routes for our bookmark app. So the model, in model we have to specify, when we are creating a model or we are creating a scaffold, we have to specify what are the columns that our table will have. So one column I want is the title. So it should be of type string, title of the bookmark. Second thing I want is URL of the bookmark. It should be of type string. Third is description. If you want to give, it should be text because it can be long. And the last one is favorite. Is it your favorite or not? So it should be boolean. It can either be true or can be false. So the Rails over here is saying that, let me, so Rails over here is saying that generate a bookmark uh, code in which just create model, controller, and views. And the so when if you are generating a model, it should have the following attribute: title, URL, description, and favorite. So when I run the migration, it should create a table with the same column names for bookmarks. So if you press enter, you will see bunch of code has been created, bunch of file has been created. So this is our model file, this is our controller file, some views has been generated as I told, the routes has been generated as we were talking about, and some assets file has been generated. So now let's go to the code. If now you go, basically you will work in the app section in your application mostly, and config section, and maybe DB section. So this is the main thing that you will work on. So this is app section, this is config section, this is DB section. So let's go to models in our app section. So see, it has generated a bookmark model for us, which is empty now. It's okay. So it has also generated a migration file, which will find in the DB. So it is saying that create table bookmarks, which should have a title string, URL string, description text, and favorite as boolean of type boolean. So it is saying that we have to create a table, but we haven't created a table yet. So let's go and create a table. You just have to run the migration that has been created when you generate the scaffold. So you have to just write rake db migrate, and so it has generated a table for us. So if now you go to schema, you have a table, bookmarks, and all this thing that you have written when you generated the scaffold. So let's see, is it working? So let's go to config and let's check routes. So it has mapped all the incoming requests to the bookmarks controller. So this single line has generated uh, all the link between the incoming request and controller. So let's run the rake route and see. If you will see that if it is slash bookmarks, it will take me to the bookmark index page. If it is slash bookmark new, it will take me to a bookmark controller new action. If it is bookmark id edit, it will take me to the bookmark controller edit action, and so on. So let's check it. So if I go localhost 3000 slash bookmarks, okay, now we are on the index page of the bookmark. If I do bookmarks slash new, so now I can create a new bookmark. Let's create one. First bookmark URL should be https www.google.com, and it could be anything, and its favorite. So the bookmark has been created. So this is the show page. If you see from here, bookmarks slash one. If I'll go back, I'll be on index page. So it's working fine. All the functionality is working fine. I can create a new bookmark. I can see the current bookmark. I can edit the bookmark. So first bookmark updated. So it has updated my first bookmark. That is awesome. I can destroy it. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So basically, let me create. Let me create one more bookmark. So I will not mark it as a favorite. I'll create the bookmark just. So our bookmark functionality is working. I can create a new bookmark. I can see the list of bookmark. I can edit a bookmark. I can delete a bookmark. So now let's add the user functionality. To add the user functionality, we'll use a gem called devise, which is an awesome gem provided by the Rails community. So I have written a post on how to use devise gem. If you want to have a look on it, you can go to this URL. I have written it on CodePen, and my username is mtushar. Otherwise, I'll post this link in the description. So let's see how the device work. So in order to use any gem, you have to include the gem in your gem file. So I'll do the first thing first. I'll go to my gem file. I'll include the device over here. So if you are including any new gem, you have to run a bundle install first. So I'll run bundle install. Okay, so if you see, it is saying that using devise 4.2.0, it means devise has been installed in our application. The second step is you have to run this command rails generate device install. So I'll run that command. When you run this command, it will tell you to follow some steps which are very easy. You can follow along. So the first step is ensure you have defined default URL option in your environment file. Here is an example of default URL options. So I have to include this line into my development.rb file, which is inside config inside environment. So I'm inside the config folder, and inside that I'm in the environment and I'm in the development.rb file. I'll include that code over here. Now the second thing it is showing me is we should have a root URL. So if you will see over here, right now it is going to, if you go to the root path, it is going to the default page provided by Rails. But what I want is it should show me the index page. So let's configure it first. For that I have to go to the routes.rb file again, and I have to provide a root path. So I'll say that at localhost 3000 it should go to bookmarks controller and index section. That's it. If now I'll reload, I'll come to the index section. I can also say bookmark controller new action. So I'll come to the form page, but I want index only. So let's revert it back. Cool. The third thing is ensure you have flashed message in app view layout application.html.erb. So let's go to application.html.erb file, inside views, inside layout, and put this flash message over there. Basically, flash message is used to show error message, success message, warning message, and all. Cool, that is done. The last step is you can copy device views to your app by running this. So if you see in the views right now, we have just bookmark and layout. If you'll open the view, we have bookmarks and layout, but will be needing the device views also, so that we can go to the login page, to the sign up page. Right now we are not able to, because there is no file for login, sign up, you know. So let's do that real quick. Cool, that is done. So the next step, let's jump into the next step. After doing this, we have to generate a model for user, so that we can save our user in the database. Let's done that. Okay, so now whenever you are creating a whenever you are generating a model, or you are generating a scaffold, just run the migration, like dv migrate. That is also done. So now app, how will I know that this particular bookmark is created by a particular user? So I have to establish a connection between the user table and the bookmarks table. If you will see right now, if you go to your models, and if you will see, bookmark.rb has nothing, and the user.rb has nothing. Also, if you go to the db file and schema.rb, so bookmark table don't have any user id. You should have a user id, so that uh, it is easy to know, okay, this bookmark is created by this user. Then only we can list the bookmarks in the index page created by a particular user. So for that, what I need to do is I need to create a user id in the bookmarks table. So for doing that, I have to generate a migration. So I'll do that, and this g is generate. So Rails generate migration. What I want to do is I want to add user id to bookmark, and user id should be string. So just focus on one thing, that right now this bookmark table don't have any user id, but when I'll run this when I'll generate this migration, and after that when I'll run this migration, there will be a user id attribute in this bookmark. There will be a user id column in this bookmark table. Okay, so let's run directory migrate. Boom, now we have this user id column in the bookmarks table. So that's cool. So this is also done. Now we have to establish a connection between the bookmark table and user bookmark model and the user model. So a particular bookmark will belong to a particular user. So we have to write belongs to user. Now we'll go to user.rb. One user can have many bookmarks, so we can write has many bookmarks. That is also done. So this was the next step, that a bookmark belongs to a user, and the user can have many bookmarks. So what I have to do is, if you'll go to your controller file, you will check that every time it is creating a new bookmark over here inside this section, but it is not assigning any user id. So what I'll do is I'll change this. It should be current user, which is the helper provided by the device gen, which will tell us about the current user, like which user is logged in, and it will perform the action according to the current user. So current user dot bookmarks dot build. So it will whenever it will create a new book, whenever a user will create a new bookmark, this will assign the this will basically assign a user ID to it. So that is creating this new action is creating an empty object. So this create action will create uh, the new bookmark and will save it to database. So basically this code is used to assign the user ID to a particular bookmark. uh, right now if you will see over here, I can go over here. Okay, so if you will see right now I'm not able to do anything because I have installed a lot of things, but I have not run the server again. So let's see, will it solve our problem? So I've run the server again. I'll go back here. I'll run it again. Boom, it is working. So bookmarks dot build nil for nil class. Undefined method bookmarks for nil class. Bookmark. Okay, it should be bookmark. Let's see this. So did I miss some step? No, not. Review the build post balance. This is fine. Has many bookmarks. There is one more step that I'll follow first. So now I'll not be able to go to the index page. First I have to log in, then only I'll be able to go to the index page. Let's check that real quick. Yeah, so now I'll not go to the index page. I'll go to the sign in sign up page, and I have to sign in sign up first in order to use the bookmark application. But there is one problem. So first sign up xyz at gmail.com. Sign up. So I have signed in successfully. So this message is coming 2 times. Why it is coming 2 times? Because when we were generating the device, it told us to use the flash message in the application.html.erb. So if you go to your application.html.erb, there is a flash message over here. But when we generated the scaffold, some flash message was also generated. So if you will see, there is a flash message in the index page generated by scaffold. I'll remove it. There's slash message in the new book, not in the new, in show page, I guess. Yeah, it's there. I'll remove it also because we already have a flash message in the application.html.erb. It's gone. No method error in bookmarks controller new. It should be bookmarks, bookmarks. Let's run this code again. Yeah, we got the new page. So if you remember, if I'll go back this over here again, so I'm already signed in, so it is not taking me to the login page, but there is no sign out button. So I'll go out and I'll create a new user and we'll log in again with that user ID. So we can do that. We'll go to our application.html.trb. Here we have to set up some code. We'll use Ruby if else condition. So devise gem provide one more helper which is called user signed in. So it will check that if the user is signed in or not. So if he has signed in, you should give a link for sign out and creating a new path. So now if I'll do rake routes, because I want to know what is the path for when I'm signing out. So I want to sign out. So the path for sign out should be destroy user session path. Destroy user session path, and the method should be delete. Because if you check over here, if you want to sign out, it should be destroy user session. You have to apply underscore path at the end of each prefix, and if you see, the method should be delete. So I'll do that. Okay, cool. The second should be, I want to create the should be equal to, because I want to display it on the page. Link to new. So what is the path for new? Bookmarks. For bookmarks new, we have to use new bookmark path. Let's copy that. I have to add path over here also. So that is done. Now let's make it new bookmark. Let's make it a place from where I can edit my password and all when I'm signed in. Link to settings. Let's see that. So what I want is user edit. I want to edit my password and all things. So I have to use edit user registrations, and I have to add underscore path at the end. So it is done for signed in. Let's do for sign out. Like if you're not signed in, what you should do. I want to give a link to sign in. Let's make one more. Let's make a link for sign up. So for sign in, I have to use new user session, and I have to add underscore path at the end. Cool. For sign up, I have to use new user registration. So let's do that. And as you know, I have to add path at the end. So that is also done. So let's go to our application. So now I have sign out button. I can sign out. I can again sign in xyz@gmail.com. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I'm logged in and I'm seeing the bookmark. Let's sign out again. Let's sign in and sign up, and with a different name now. Email now, sorry. I'll sign up. I'm logged in. So if you see, I can see the bookmark created by someone else, because this bookmark, second bookmark, is here also. And if I sign out and sign in with the second email ID, I'm able to see this bookmark that I don't want. A user who has created the bookmark can only see the list of bookmark created by him. So what I have to do is, if you'll go to your controller, you'll see in the index action it is showing that bookmark.all. It should not be like this. So if a user can see the bookmark created by him, so we have to use current user helper dot bookmarks created by him. Now if you refresh, now you'll see you are not able to see any bookmark. Sign out. Let's check with the second email ID that we have generated. Now signed in. Here also I am not able to see any bookmark. So let's see how what is going on. So there is a, you can go to Rails console, and I want to first check how many users I have created. So let's do user. You have to do user.connection to now let's go to user. Sorry, user. I want user.count. So 2. Yeah, I have created 2 user. Let's see the first user. This is xyz@gmail.com. So now let's check the bookmarks created. So only one bookmark created. If you will see over here, it has ID, it has title string, it should have URL, description, favorite, created and updated at, and user ID. If you will check, let's look for bookmark.all, sorry. So if you will see, bookmark ID is 2, title is second bookmark, URL is this, description is this, favorite is false. If you will check the user ID, it is nil. That's why we are not able to see that bookmark when we are logged in from the first ID or from the second ID. So because it has user ID nil, and we have configured that a user can only see the bookmark created by him. So this bookmark has not been created by any of the user. So let's fix it. So right now I am logged in. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assign a user ID to it. First of all, I'll save it in an instance variable dot first. So if now I'll do bookmark, I can see it. So what I want to do is, if bookmark dot user ID should be 1, that is done. Now I'll see that now it has user ID 1. So for user 1, I should be able to see this bookmark. Let's check it. I'm now not able to see that. Let's see why. If I'll run the bookmark, okay. So why I'm not able to see, because I have to save this whatever I have updated. So it has been saved now. Now if I'll refresh, I'm not able to see anything. Okay, so let's log in with xyz@gmail.com. See, I'm able to see the bookmark if I logged in with the user ID 1. So I'll show you one more example. Created by xyz@gmail.com. Let's give any URL because we have not done any validation. So this bookmark is created by this particular user, xyz@gmail.com user. Let's sign out. Let's sign in with abc@gmail.com. So it don't have any bookmark. Let's assign it. See, the bookmark has been created for this user also. But you will see that XYZ bookmark that we have created, we are not able to see it if we logged in with this user ID, and that's what we want. So if I sign out again and sign in with that user ID, xyz.com, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, login. See that abc@gmail.com bookmark is not visible here, so that's what we want. And now our functionality is completed. So this is it for this video. Maybe I'll make one more video in which I'll style this, and one video in which I'll deploy this app to Heroku. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video, and I'll come up with more Rails video in which I'll create different application, maybe Pinterest, Reddit, uh, Medium, some restaurant app, and a lot more. So if you like this video, just press on the like button, uh, give some comments like uh, did you like this video or what you feel is missing, and if you like my channel, just subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.